Hello, hello, hello. I'm done. Ah, you can see it's very dark, isn't it? Very, very dark. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. I know, I don't do videos at night. It's nighttime. It's actually kind of late. It's been a long day. I'm tired. That's what we do at the end of the day, right? We get tired. Ooh. Well, I'm almost ready for bed. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it off camera because yes, I do have a cigarette in my hand. I am smoking. Trying to quit, but it's late. I'm outside because that's why I'm outside. I'm outside smoking. I don't even really know what I want to say tonight. I've got so much on my mind. Oh. Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? I really don't know where to start. For real. Let me first start off. Cass. Hi, baby. I love you too. I do. I love you too. I'm so glad you finally got a chance to get around to watching it. I know it's taking you a minute, but I know that baby keeps you so busy. Little ginger snap. He's adorable, though. Dude, today is crazy. But every day is crazy. I'm crazy. Remember, my life is just crazy. It's life. Life. Ups, downs, all around. It's like a roller coaster. Roller coaster, baby. So, seriously, I really don't know how to start and don't know where to start because there really is so much on my brain. Always is. As I keep going through these videos, and well, I'm not even going through them because I don't watch them. I keep getting told I probably should go back and watch them. They're not for me to go back and rewatch. They're for me to release. They're for you guys to watch, to get to know me. They are therapeutic. Yeah, they're my little social experiment. We'll see where it goes. Like I said, I've said a couple different times. Government says I need to go and get a job. I try to go and get a job, and I can't get one. The only thing I'm good at is talking. So I talk. Till y'all get tired of hearing me. Well, until I get tired of talking. That's probably never going to happen. You'll notice that there's a few people that are probably going to be missing out of a lot of my stories. Yeah. So, you'll notice you won't hear a whole lot of stories that'll involve my dad. There's going to be some. I do have some. It wasn't like he was completely non-existent. He was around until I was about, 9 years old. And him and my mom got divorced. And when him and my mom got divorced, they separated. That's what happened. And both parents met. Well, mom already knew who she was going to be with. We already knew him. We knew my stepdad. We had known him for years. He was initially her manager through where she worked at. He became a family friend. And then he became my stepdad. Yeah, y'all do the math. I don't have to do that math for you. Y'all do the math. My dad was a maintenance man for the apartment complex that we moved to. My mom originally got her apartment. My parents both still lived in the same apartment. My dad became a maintenance man. He got his own apartment. And then he met my stepmom while being a maintenance man when she moved into the apartment complex. And they fell in love pretty much at first sight. They had a great marriage. They were great together. They were that marriage that you strive, that you wanted. Rarely ever fought. When you seen each other, they loved each other so much. Actually, I told somebody, because I try not to mention names. He knows who he is. That was the relationship I strived to have. I wanted a love like that, where we rarely ever fight, where we love each other just so much. And when we had it too. And we did. Kinda still do. Working on it. Getting there, maybe. We'll see what the future holds. Neither of us have a crystal ball. Neither of us can absolutely tell you what the future holds. I'm pretty good at some predictions. Most of them come true. Yeah, most of it is that I'm really good at just paying attention. I observe. Remember, I was told to sit down, shut up, and pay attention. Sit down, shut up, and listen. So sit down, shut up, and pay attention. Remember? Yeah. Sit down, shut up, and observe. Yeah, you can tell I'm tired, guys. I keep rubbing my eyes. I'm sad it's late and it's been a long day. Now, I still love my dad. He might have been gone now for 2.5 years, but my dad, guys, kind of loved on in. Not even death takes that kind of love away. Anybody who's lost a parent that you truly, truly loved, you'll know it. I know a few of you watching, you've lost your parents, haven't you? At least one. My little Polly, I know you know what I'm talking about, baby. Hey, Jude. I know, baby. We talked about that one, didn't we? Having a walk with a mama. You won't hear me tell a whole lot of stories about him. I understand, though. I don't know if you guys can see, but my daddy is around my neck. He walks with me. I feel him everywhere. We had a very complicated relationship when he was alive. Very, 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 very complicated. I do mean very complicated. I loved him, he loved me, that was not a question. Man never hurt me. Physically. Emotionally, I mean, sure. He was human. And humans do things to other humans intentionally and unintentionally. That sometimes cause harm. Yeah, he was human. He did the best he could with what he had, with what information he had, and what news he had, and what abilities, capabilities, and abilities. Remember, he was human. He's been gone about 2.5 years. Well, actually, over that. Because he went in for an open heart transplant New Year's Eve of 2019 into New Year's Day of 2020. He never came back out of that open heart transplant. We ended up having to take him off of life support later in January. Now, I know that his official death date is later in January. And I get that. I get that his official death date is later. And I understand that most people won't understand this one. To me, though, well, the last time I talked to my dad was on New Year's Eve, 2019. He never came back out of that surgery. So to me, New Year's Day of 2020, that's his death date to me. I know he was still kind of there. Kinda. His eyes were there. He would try to move them. He tried, man. But his soul, he was gone. He was tired. He was sick for a long time. He had already had an LVAD put in 2 years before that. And before that, he is in congestive heart failure, and he was sick for a long time, man. He talked about his shoulders, and I know, oh, do I understand about your shoulders feeling like they're going to come out. Because, I told you, I got that picture of this one being sublexed. And that doctor not understanding why I was so excited about that shoulder being sublexed. I miss my dad. I see him every day. Try not to think about it. Nothing I can do. He's not the only person I miss. I tell you all the time I talk to my spirits. He's one of them. I got friends that are gone that were more like brothers and sisters. And, my aunt reminded me the other day that my grandma passed away in 1995. And that just brought up that I was only 12. I was only 12 when some traumatic shit happened that Christmas. I don't like holidays. They're not fun. No, they not be fun. But it's okay. It is what it is. Oh, that famous line, ain't it? It is what it is. Because like I said, we can't go back and we can't change nothing, can we? We do not have time machines. And if we did, well, sure. I don't know if we should change anything anyways, because who knows what that would lead to. That's a whole paradox. Do we even want to open that Pandora's box? That's scary, ain't it? Ooh, go back and change things. Well, shit, man. Scary. Scary, scary, scary shit. Yeah. So like I said, you probably won't hear a whole lot of stories about my dad. Because I came from a divorced home. They got divorced when I was 9. They got remarried. Dad went on, and I was around, he was around, but we had conversations. seen each other here and there, but once they got divorced, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. And there's other shit that happened too that kind of put more separation in between us. And it had nothing to do with me, and it really had nothing to do with him. It had to do with other people. Don't you always love it when other people say shit? When other people do things that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you or somebody else, but it has an effect on you. So, oh yes, my youngest child, while we are on this subject of things and people doing things and saying things and it has an effect on you, I love you. But the next time that you know you're not supposed to be on the phone and you decide that, oh, the only person you're allowed to talk to is your mother, you want to talk to your friend, honey, your mother is not a scapegoat for you to use for you to talk to your friend. Let me just put it out there for the whole world to hear this. That was not how I wanted my Sunday to start yesterday. Wait till I see you. Wait till I talk to you. I'm not your scapegoat. James. I'm not. I love you. Own up to your shit, kid. Other people, own up to your shit. Your shit has affected my life negatively in multiple ways. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And I'm tired tonight because it's been a long day. And as you can see, it is a very, very dark night. But as you can also see, I'm lit up like like the bright light. Because it might be a dark night, but I'm not scared of the dark. I have shining lights to light me up. The dark doesn't scare me. The nighttime doesn't scare me. I've been a night owl for a very long time. I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep. I take naps. I don't know what actual sleep is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's like to lay down like normal people. Remember, I'm crazy. I'm not normal. Instead, I'm sitting outside late at night, looking at, well, there's one star that I can see up there. And I'll try to show you, but I know for a fact you ain't gonna see it. Not with all of this light pollution. That ain't happening. Now, maybe if I drove back out to the desert again, well, that was awesome as hell. I would love to share that one with you. Maybe one day, someday in the future, that will happen. Not tonight. Tonight, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to lay down, and I'm going to attempt to do that sleep thing, Mr. Beefy. Yeah, I know. For those of you who know, it's another little Nicky reference. Gotta love the Adam Sandler, man. Man, if Adam Sandler ever sees this, gotta love you. Love your movies. Little Nicky is by far one of my favorites. I like Big Daddy too. But, man, Little Nicky is by far one of my favorites. Telling you, what y'all did at fucking Hitler. It's one of my favorite punishments ever. So, That's why you guys don't hear a whole lot about me talking about my dad. It's because I don't have a whole lot to say, negatively or positively. Just not a whole lot of stories. I have some. I have a few. Most of them from when I was young. And when I was young, yeah, he was a preacher. I do remember some of his preachings. Actually, I remember a lot of his preachings. I remember after he stopped preaching, because he did for a while. He did after a while. He went into carpentry, and I used to go to work with him on the weekends. Remember, or family, we didn't have babysitters. I used to go work with a lot of family members. Believe it or not. But I would go to work with my dad, and I'd ask him, like, Dad, is there anything I can do? Sandblock in my hand, and he put me on a piece of wood and sand that. Dad taught me some of the carpentry. Measure twice, cut once. Sand that. Till it's smooth. So, it's not that I didn't have one, and it's not that I didn't love him. Just didn't have a whole lot of stories. After about age 9 or 10, there's a few. Just not a whole lot. Like I said, you see it's a dark, dark, dark night tonight. You still see I'm all lit up. I'm definitely not afraid of the dark. Or we could go take a walk, but it's late and I'm tired. Y'all have a lovely, beautiful night. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm gonna go try to get some rest. Thank you. Sleep well.